Well, today is Thanksgiving Day in Canada here, and I haven't got a lot to do. I was out in the mountains the other day. As you can see, it's quite cloudy out there. I was going to go out there today, but the roads are kind of garbage. And the first few days of winter driving, you suddenly find out all the people that don't have their winter tyres on. And yesterday in the ditches out that way, there was a lot of cars in the ditch. It's the annual meeting of the I don't need winter tyre brigade. They soon find out they do. Very advisable to have good winter tyres. So I've come downtown, do a bit of a litter pick down here, have a wander around, got me bucket and stuff, found a few bits and pieces already. Gonna have a wander around, do some pictures. It should be a fairly quiet day because most people are at home eating turkeys. So I will have a wander around, and like I say, this is Thanksgiving Day, and I'm very thankful to live in Canada, in this city. It's very clean. We all help to keep it clean, and it's a good country. We're not in one of two countries that I could mention at the moment that are both being driven into the ground by two geriatric old farts, one on the other side of the world and one south of our border. I'm not going to get into too much politics on that. It's Thanksgiving Day. I have no wish to worry about those two idiots. Right, so I will carry on down here, see what garbage I can find. I found a few bits already. I'm just going to do the park behind me because I know that there's some over there. I did spot some garbage over there. So I'm just going to go over to the park behind me and do a bit of clean up over there. Just talking to some group of people over there. They just asked me, where is everybody in Calgary? I said, it's Thanksgiving Day. They're all at home eating turkey. Yeah. But, they wanted to know where everybody was. And I said, well, it's a holiday, so chances are there's not going to be too many people about. But I'm going to head along here. This is the top of, what's this park called? Rotary. Going to head along here. Usually a lot of cigarette ends along here. Finding loads already. I'm not going to count them today because I've probably done 40 or 50 already, and I'm only literally halfway along the top of the park here. So I will head on down that way in a moment. I'm just going to go along the top here, make sure there's no garbage along the top here by the benches, and then I will head downtown. Well, this bit along here never ceases to surprise me. As we go, we've got 3/4 of a bucket along here already. These benches along here, they were quite messy, so they're not now. It's cleaned up. A lot of it's cleaned up. Yeah, you can still see little bits, but I can't get all of it. Yeah. Right, definitely looks better than it was. That is most certain. Right, I will go and empty this bucket because I don't fancy lugging this all the way downtown, and then I'm going to head down that way. Right, the leaves are going. Yes, head into downtown. Go that way. I've just emptied one bucket already. I did a whole bucket from the top of there to the corner. Emptied the bucket, and now I've started filling up again. So, yeah, good time of the year to do it because once the snow hits the ground and it all becomes covered in snow, it's very hard to find the garbage then. So I will take that as a shot, and I will head down. What a lovely day for a walk. Much better than this. This is nice. So I'm wondering whether they finished the work up by the Peace Bridge or not. I can't see it from here. I should have had a look when I was at the top of the hill, and unfortunately I forgot. Yeah, I'm all the way down here now, so I can't see across that way. I can see some more garbage down there, so I'll pick that up. But what a glorious day to be downtown. Amazing, isn't it? Right, just heading on into downtown. The sun's always really nice this time of the day, unless you look that way. Right in your eyes, hurts. Yeah. Where I'm currently at, this is about 3,500 feet above sea level. So the sun is very white. People think the sun is yellow. It is not, it's actually white. And here I can tell you the light is amazing. That's why so many people make films here. There are a lot of film productions made in Calgary and Alberta. That's really good for the film industry. Yeah. That's the reason why. Look how white that is. Oh, that hurts. Yeah. I have to say the bridge is pretty clean. I do this walk. I was down here the other week doing a little walk. I didn't film that one. I'm going to film this one because it's Thanksgiving. Oh, more garbage coming up, so we will just grab that and be on the way. Right, time to head down and over the bridge. Okay. Head down onto the pathway. I know I've done this picture before. But I'm going to do it again because of different seasons. It has different meanings. That's actually really nice. I like that. It's great. I'm surprised these leaves aren't off of here already. It's a lot of the trees down here have lost their leaves already. So I will continue down and see what I can find. Now that's a good light reflection off the building. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, still got a good flow in the river, which is good. Hasn't froze up yet. Will do shortly. Yeah. Yeah, that reflection. That's nice. I like that. That's a good shot. Yes, good angle. Good time of the day to be down here. Right, I'm going to head up this way towards Peace Bridge, I think. Somebody did ask me the other day how big these chairs are. So there's some people to give you an idea. That's okay. Yeah. No worries. No, go on. Take a picture. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
There's nobody on the path, so we will get that shot. This is Shinlock Park, downtown Calgary. There's Chinatown over there. Good food over there. If you want good food, just head over into Chinatown. There's some really good places. Yeah. Right, I'm going to continue along here. It's been fairly garbage free over there. I did find a few cups and stuff. As you can see, there's a few bits and pieces, but it's actually pretty good. Yeah, people out and about enjoying the downtown. Right, gonna head up this way and into Princess Island Park, I suspect. Yeah, got some new chairs down by the park. That over there, there's something going on over there, so I'm going to stay over here because they've got music blaring. Yeah. So this is Princess Island. As you can see, they've got the lagoon emptied out. Very shortly they will fill that back up, ready for the winter skating season. Yeah, they've got it drained down at the moment, so that's good. Yeah, we will do a bit of a clean up along here. I can see some garbage over there needs cleaning up. I'll clean that up. There's a few little bits here by my feet. I'll get those done. Now the water level's down, it's a good time to find all the garbage. Right, let me go and see what I can find. Time of the year, I just got the camera out because lots of leaves are falling off the trees, and as soon as I got the camera out, all the leaves stopped. Sod's law, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. When the wind comes through, obviously the leaves come down. Hey, Mr. Squirrel. That's you. Well, 3 buckets so far. It's not too bad. I found quite a bit down on the path off to my right, which is not unusual. Yeah. It's weird with the lagoon being right down. Yes, it's quite nice walking along here with all the leaves and stuff. I'm curious as to whether the bridge is done the other side. I'm not sure yet, so I will head along this way, see if I can find any more garbage, head over into the park. There's 2 benches in there. I always find an absolute mess of cigarette ends on, so I will go and see what I can find. This is something that I like this time of the year. As you can see, not too many people out for a walk along here. That's good. But, leaves are coming off. Oh, I see some people up there doing some clean-up. I wonder if they're doing riverbank cleanup as well. That'd be cool. There's quite a lot of people could do it all around the city and stuff, so that's good. Yeah. Right. So I'm down at the Peace Bridge. As you can see, it's not very peaceful. There's some kind of run walk thing going on. Something to do with the food bank. I saw some signs and whatever, food bank. There's a bunch of people over here walking. Not sure what it's about. It's Thanksgiving Day, so not sure. There's always a lot of community stuff going on in Calgary, which is something to definitely be thankful for. Yeah, they got a lot of blue tops on. Not sure what those are. I will head over that way and see if I can find out. Well, this is some kind of walk for something. Not quite sure what they're walking for. I did ask the lady what they were walking for. She wasn't sure. She said, I'm just out for the walk, so not sure. So yeah, I'm surprised these leaves haven't all come off down through here. Lots of wooing, and I don't know about you, but it sounds like somebody run over a duck. That poor duck sounds like it's been run over. Yeah. And this is actually surprisingly clean through here, so I think somebody's already done clean up through here. This bit, quite often I find coffee cups and stuff. Yes. Like I was saying, there's always something going on in Calgary, which is good. A lot of community spirit and all that kind of good stuff, so that's always good to see. Yeah. And what is also good to see is this is surprisingly clean through here. Yes. Nice to see. Yeah. I'm convinced somebody's already done a clean up through here though, because this is surprisingly clean. Oh, hang on. Back up. Beep, 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 beep. I found the piece of garbage right there. The piece of garbage hiding in the bush. Right, let me grab that. Yes, that's a nice RV, and I suspect that's why it has a sign on the front because it says RV not for sale. Yes, this is an old lot. There was a house on here not that long ago, really. But yes, I like the sign says RV not for sale. There's a nice looking RV. Yes. Yes, this was a house not too long ago. Now I see it's up for sale. Right, so I'm going to head away from the river. It's way too noisy down that way, so I'm going to head up along the top of the bluffs over there, and I'll do some more video when I get up the top. This is an area I haven't been to for a while. It used to be quite a lot of garbage along here. Actually not too bad. Kids have been building a camp down in there. I'm not too far from the river, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the path up the hill. Several ways I can go up there, but I'm going to take the path up the hill. I think I haven't been up this way for a very long time, so I will head this way and see what I can find. The other way I was going to go up the hill the other end, but this end I haven't done for a while, so I should do this. Right, so halfway up the trail, there's downtown Calgary over there. That piece of road at the bottom there is the remains of the old tramway that used to go along the bottom of here. Shame we haven't still got that. That was a big mistake taking that lot out. But see a bit of garbage there. We picked that up. A little bit of wonky camera angle there. Yes. I'll say that's the city over there. That's the old tramway down the bottom. But, I'm going to head up along here. Surprisingly few people about, which is rather nice. I had a feeling it would probably be this way because everybody was at home doing the family thing, I guess. Yes, Thanksgiving and all that, Turkey Day. They'll be stuffing themselves silly with turkey. Yeah. Yes. So I'm going to continue up here. It's rather a nice walk. Surprisingly clean too. This is started bucket number 4. So this one will be 4. Oh, another piece of paper. Let's grab that. Apologies for the wonky camera angle. Right, I can see some cigarette ends and things by this bench, so I will get those cleaned up. I have a choice here now. Off to my right is the community of Sunnyside. As you can see, I mean, we are downtown Calgary. This is downtown Calgary. I'm literally just the other side of the river, probably 500 meters, 600-700 meters maybe from the river. And yes, nice, eh? Now I have a choice. I can head on down that way, down to the bottom, and lose the elevation that I've gained, or I can take that path and head upwards and maintain the elevation. So I think I'm going to wimp out. I've already gained half a hill, so I think I will continue up the other half of the hill, up that way. Right, it's rather nice down through here. Nice walk actually. Right, heading up the hill. A few more dog walkers up this end. So, they clean all this up with goats. They get the goats in here every now and again, clean up all the weeds. It's quite big clouds out in the mountains. Looks like I picked a good day to stay in the city. Doesn't look too bad down there. Alright. It's looking pretty good. Right, on I go. All up. Well, the battery just died. Right, so I'm at the top of the hill. And I can tell you now it's a lot colder up here than it is down the bottom, that's for sure. There's the Peace Bridge over there in the distance. Just come all across there. And, these are the legendary steps at Crescent Heights here. It really runs up down. There's 157 steps here. That's Prince's Island Park over there. Downtown Calgary. Yeah. Always a good place to stop, have a rest. Always a lot of people going up and down the steps. Yes. So this is bucket number 5. Doing quite well, and on I go. Earlier in the year, the beginning of the year, I did this tree and it was all covered in white flowers and what have you, and now it's all covered in cherries. I just bumped into another guy that's picking litter and what have you, so that's good. Great to see so many people doing it. I'm going to call this the end of the video because it's I've pretty much come to the end of my route around. So city is very quiet. Look at it, this is a Monday. Yeah. Oh, having said that, there's a fire truck down there somewhere. I wonder where they're going. Can't see any smoke, so that's a good thing. Can't see smoke. Yeah. Oh, there they are down there. Okay, down by the Chinese Cultural Centre. Right, so I will call that the end of my video. Thank you for coming along. 6 buckets in total. Certainly not bad. It'd be nice to have no buckets. It'd be nice if I could carry the bucket around all day and put nothing in it. However, that's not likely to happen. So it's 6 buckets. Quite often I can do 12, so I will take that as a bonus. So thank you again for coming along. Much appreciated. Happy Thanksgiving here in Canada.